Perhaps nowhere in America's political landscape has a star risen as quickly and shone as brightly as that of South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. From her humble beginnings on a family farm to vaulting into the national spotlight amidst a global pandemic, Noem's defiant politics and charismatic leadership have carved a unique niche for her in an era where political norms are perpetually challenged. As America inches closer to the next election cycle, Noem's name increasingly pops up not just in discussions about key gubernatorial players, but also as a potential candidate on the national stage, raising both curiosity and controversy, with the lens continuously shifting towards the dynamics of female political leadership in a traditionally male-dominated arena. Governor Noem's trajectory offers a compelling study of resilience, shrewd political acumen, and the complexities of modern governance. As she continues to influence the conservative base with her staunch advocacy for traditional values, juxtaposed with a modern understanding of American sociopolitics, the question arises: how did Kristi Noem rise to become such a seminal figure in American politics, and what might her future hold? Delving deeper into the personal history of Governor Kristi Noem, we uncover the roots that not only connect her to the soil of South Dakota, but also to the values that she carries into her public service. Born and raised on her family's farm in Hamlin County, Noem's upbringing was steeped in the daily rhythms of rural life, where community and hard work were not just values, but necessities for survival. It was here, amidst the vast fields and under the expansive prairie skies, that Kristi learned the importance of resilience and self-reliance. Her education began in the local school system, where she excelled academically and participated actively in the 4-H club, honing her leadership skills from a young age. After high school, Noem took a step that would further shape her future, attending Northern State University. However, life had other plans, and following her father's tragic death in a farming accident, Kristi returned home to help manage the family farm. This pivotal moment not only postponed her formal education, but also deepened her connection to the land and the people who work it. Eventually, Noem resumed her education, balancing her responsibilities at home with online courses, and later completed her college degree at South Dakota State University. Her academic journey, marked by perseverance and adaptability, mirrors the qualities she would bring to her political career. Her educational background in political science provided her with a foundational understanding of governance, which, when combined with her real-world farming experience, equipped her for the unique challenges of political life in a predominantly rural state. As we observe the photographs and videos from Kristi's early life, images of a young girl on a farm, a dedicated student, and a community leader, we see the threads that connect her past to her present. These visuals not only illustrate her journey, but also highlight the significant impact of her upbringing and education on her political ethos. Reflecting on Governor Noem's trajectory from the farm fields to the halls of power, it becomes clear that her roots aren't just a backdrop to her story. They are integral to understanding her vision and leadership. Kristi Noem was born into a farming family in rural South Dakota, an environment that imbued her with a strong work ethic and a profound understanding of agricultural and rural issues. It was these early experiences that shaped her political ideology, a blend of libertarian-leaning conservatism with a deep-rooted sense of community duty. Charting her initial political foray, Noem transitioned from state-level politics, where she vehemently advocated for farming communities, to conquering a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives in 2010. Following her U.S. House tenure, where she served from 2011 until her election as governor in 2018, Noem capitalized on a platform that emphasized deregulation and small government. Her leap to gubernatorial power was marked by a campaign that adeptly utilized her legislative experience and rural advocacy, resonating with South Dakotan values and resulting in her historical election as the state's first female governor. As the governor of South Dakota, Noem has implemented policies that reflect her conservative ideals, emphasizing economic freedom, individual rights, and a limited government role. Her administration's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic stood out nationally as she bucked broader trends by eschewing lockdowns and mask mandates, advocating instead for personal responsibility. This approach earned her accolades from conservative circles and brought intense scrutiny and criticism from public health experts. Under her governance, South Dakota experienced a significant economic uptick, partly due to her pandemic policies which kept businesses open. However, her administration has faced criticism for certain stances seen as undermining public health and safety. Despite this, she has continued to promote her state as a bastion of liberty and normalcy, appealing to both residents and businesses. Furthermore, Noem has championed several high-profile laws, including those enhancing Second Amendment rights and restricting abortion, both pivotal issues among her conservative base. Her skill in navigating such politically charged issues suggests a keen strategic mind, attuned to the sentiments and priorities of her electorate, and her continual focus on legislative measures that reflect her political ideology and personal convictions. Nevertheless, Noem's tenure hasn't been devoid of challenges and controversies. She was embroiled in an ethics investigation concerning allegations of abuse of power regarding her daughter's real estate appraiser licensure, which highlighted the complexities and potential pitfalls of governance. Although she vehemently denied wrongdoing, the incident offered insight into the pressures and scrutiny public figures endure and raised questions about transparency and accountability in her administration. Moreover, her stance during the pandemic, while initially boosting her political profile, has also resulted in backlash amid rising COVID-19 cases in South Dakota at various points throughout her governorship. Critics argue that her policies, though popular among certain groups, may have neglected broader public health considerations, illustrating the difficult balance between freedom and safety in governance. Navigating these controversies, Noem has maintained her political standing and continues to build her profile on both the state and national level, suggesting a resilience and ability to adapt that marks successful political figures. Looking ahead, Kristi Noem's political future is ripe with potential. Her national recognition and popularity within the Republican Party could position her as a formidable candidate in future presidential elections. Her ability to resonate with the base, handle public scrutiny, and steer through controversial issues suggests she is not just a political outlier, but a potential key player in shaping the future of American conservatism. As America grapples with evolving political and social landscapes, figures like Noem will likely play pivotal roles. Whether her future lies in the gubernatorial office of South Dakota or on a broader political stage, her impact on American politics remains significant, reflective of her resilient character, political acumen, and the shifting sands of American voter sentiment. Kristi Noem's story is an ongoing narrative of ambition, challenge, and influence, emblematic of both the opportunities and trials inherent in American political life. Her journey remains a compelling study of what it means to rise through the ranks of power in America's unique political milieu.